Hi, BiFFs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Dear Captain.
Red
Cheers to you.
Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Loser
you.
power.
Love you like I
Pour
love
more
you.
wine.
So tired.
Drinking.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff.
Cheers. Ill-advised.
Ill-advised.
This is
ill-advised.
Come on, Crinkles.
Hi, BiFFs.
Hello.
Totally got it. What did you call me?
Crinkles.
Cracking ankles.
Yes, cracking ankles.
Hi, BiFFs.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to Ill-Advised.
The podcast.
We're the podcasters.
The podcasting BiFFs.
Yep.
I'm
That do
right.
podcasting.
And that's Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie.
That's Stephanie.
And that's Crinkles.
And this is Crankles. And
Cracking ankles.
Cracking ankles. And this is the podcast where we give you advice when someone else already did.
And not your mom.
Or your therapist.
Mhm.
Nailed it, Biff. Oh, fucking record deal right here. Oh.
Finest. Is that your crinkle
Yeah, that
again?
was my crinkle. That was weird.
Jeez Louise.
I don't know what's going on with me. It's just
You're old.
my body's taking. I got cellulitis on my face. Cellulitis on my face. And I got cranking ankles. And listen,
Did you say cranking ankles?
cranking? Probably. I got cranking ankles. Probably. I use a little lever.
Somebody crank my ankle.
No shit, bro.
Actually, that sounds like when people say, "Are you pulling my pudding? Are you
Ugh.
cranking my ankle?"
Ew, you
I'm gonna
pulling my pudding?
Yeah. What was that from? You don't
Isn't
remember?
it pulling my leg?
Yeah, but I think it was like England or somewhere. They say, "Are you pulling my pudding?"
Oh, that's.
I remember
there's-
the first time I heard it, and I
that's
was
funny
like,
shit.
"Yes."
oh my
But
God.
that's not as good as "Are you cranking my ankle?"
You cranking my ankle.
That's what I'm gonna say from now
Go for it. No one will get it.
on.
All right. We're drinking.
Oh.
Right now we're cheersing.
Yeah.
It's a 2019 Malbec from Casillero del Diablo, a Chilean wine. Diablo.
Isn't that the devil?
Mm-hmm. It's all right. Can't say it's my favorite,
I like it.
but it's all right.
I like it.
Yeah. It's a good Chilean wine. I think it's like $10 a bottle.
I like it even more.
Even better, right? I was going to bring us like a $30 Chianti, but I was like, this is one that we have to do a meal with. Because I didn't know I had a $30 Chianti. I just pulled it out of the box.
Well, it just so happens on Sundays we do meals.
We do. That's right. That's right.
With our wine.
It's Thursday, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We
I don't know
don't
what fucking day
record
it
on
is.
Thursdays ever.
See, what happened was...
What happened was we had a special guest when we tried to record on Sunday,
Yes.
and we got a little. It turned into a therapy session for the three of us, and we got loud and rowdy, and we just couldn't use the material. we couldn't salvage the recording.
So, yeah, it just turned into like, fuck this night. Let's get drunk and hang out as three good friends.
And that's exactly what happened.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it was totally worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It was funny because we decided to fuck it because we signed off while
Oh,
what was it,
yeah.
like the
Like in the
buzzer
middle
was
of
going or
the-
something. We're just like, you've been ill-advised.
Yep. We just like, yeah,
We
we're
already
not
knew.
even gonna, yeah.
We knew.
So here we are.
Here
on
we
a
are.
Thursday
On
night.
a Thursday, we're an episode behind in recording, which means this one will come out this coming Wednesday. And this is so weird. And then Easter is Sunday.
All right. So we have to finagle that bagel.
Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll make it
We
work.
always do.
We always do.
Make it twerk.
That's right. She's dancing right now. And she's braless. So
That
just.
was-
Oh,
sorry, Dad.
Jesus.
He just yelled at me again. Actually, let me see if I can quickly find the text. My dad doesn't text that often, so
my
this shouldn't be too difficult.
He yelled at you again for the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
He's,
He's still listening?
So what's worse? The fact that I went to bed at 9:30 because I feel so lousy and fell asleep listening to my daughter's podcast that keeps saying that she hopes her father isn't listening. Or that I had to get up around 1:30 a.m. to shut off the alarm in the living room that my granddaughter kept setting.
Oh no.
And then again, had to get up 10 minutes after that because apparently I hit snooze and not off.
Oh, poor Pops.
I know.
You guys double whammied him.
We did.
Oh,
I was dying.
that's so messed up.
And I don't even think I just said it. I mean, I'd say the alarm clock would be a little bit worse, but then again, I'm not sure which episode
No shit.
listen to, so I'm not
Sorry,
really
Pops.
Sure.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah.
Last week's episode, I was listening to this when I texted you because for some reason we record them, we edit them while we're doing it, so I just haven't had to listen to them. And something told me to listen to it on my way to work this morning, and I was laughing the whole time, like literally laughing the whole time. But I was like, this is one of our best episodes ever. But I get to work and I text my friend. I was like, I need you to listen to the first 15 minutes of this episode. So like, I got shit for like doing them in. Like I fucking called out the scientist for chemical burning my balls. It was great.
What did he say?
I don't know, something like I got called out. It wasn't anything. He wasn't offended, but it was funny. But that whole episode was really great.
Oh, that's a good one.
I loved it.
It was a good one.
It felt like more like I don't know, cohesive, like beginning stages, but like I don't know.
It was good. No, it was good.
You got words? I don't know.
No. It's just pretty
great.
natural.
It was a good one.
It was a good one. I liked that one, and my favorite, I think, is still probably Coffee Shop Karen.
That was a really good one too.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
This week,
what do we got this week?
We have some Elle magazine, Elle.com, ELLE.
Elle.
And this is
What the ale?
Dear E. Jean.
The last episode that aired, I said that I was going to fix all of our social media accounts so that they were the same. And you said I'll be apologizing this week for not
the
doing
same
it.
Thing.
Right. I am happy to announce that you were so right.
You motherfucker.
I listened this morning. I was like, I don't fucking have time to do it. It's like, shit. Oh.
I would offer to do it, but I don't think
I don't, you know what, guys?
Sure.
We'll fix it when we fucking fix it.
Yeah, and they'll write to us when they fucking write to us.
See? It's funny because we have listeners and no one wants to write to us.
Yeah, because they don't fucking know where.
Or they don't trust us.
Or they just don't get that far.
They don't get that far. It's true.
We love you anyway.
Yeah, keep listening. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This one I thought would be probably an interesting dynamic between you and I's answer. You and me's answer. I'm in psychology, not English.
Ta-da!
Because we usually have, I think, a pretty good, like, how do I say? You kind of go to one way, and I'm like, oh, weird, because I was going this way.
Yeah, and then somehow we, like, swirl our views.
Yeah. And so I thought this specific question would probably end up that way for us.
Like the different perspectives.
Yeah, so that...
was that the word you were looking for? Because I just thought of it.
Yes, thank you.
I'm clearly... I was an English minor, so...
Yeah, see? Not me.
It's okay.
I know English at all.
No.
Is it okay to ask my fiance to not have a bachelor party? Dear E. Jean, help. I don't want my guy seeing, admiring, or being turned on by other naked women. Do I have to accept that my fiance will attend a bachelor party?
That was it? That was the question?
That's the question.
So Is he going to a bachelor party or is it his?
They didn't specify.
Because the question is it okay if I ask him not to have one? And then, I'm sorry, the headline or whatever the title page was.
Right. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
Can I ask him not to have a bachelor party?
Okay. And then
So,
in the actual question, she says, like, can I have him not attend?
Do I have to accept that my fiance will attend a bachelor party? So yeah, the question sounds like his, like there.
So let's tackle it that way. Because that makes more sense to me.
Well, the title, the title sounds like, can I ask him not to have a bachelor party? And then in the question it says, do I have to accept that my fiance, well, yeah, she says my fiance. They say my fiance will attend a bachelor party. So I'm going to go with theirs, his specific bachelor party.
Okay.
Go.
Let's run with that. I feel like I want to know why she doesn't.
She said, I don't want my guy seeing, admiring, or being turned on by other naked women.
Biff, it's fucking 9:50 on a Thursday. I have to work tomorrow morning.
This was your idea.
It totally was. I think this one's really interesting to me because, first of all, we usually get a lot of context, a lot more context, not enough ever. We never get enough.
Brief. I mean, that kind of says a lot, though.
I don't know. It does say a lot.
I don't want my guy fucking being around naked bitches. Do I have to accept him having a bachelor party?
I think accept him having a bachelor party, but also talk to him and have, like, a bachelor party does not by default mean strippers. Let's put that out there.
Maybe a gay bachelor party.
No, my brother didn't have strippers. Oh, I mean, I did plan it, but my brother didn't have strippers. No, I've been to a few, and I'm going to say that doesn't mean it by default.
How about
if we're talking strippers,
you and your fiance?
Is
your fiance off going to a fucking strip club?
I don't think that bothers me.
Okay. Well,
because my ex was a dancer at a gay bar. Like, it wasn't like the most thrilling, but it was something that he loved. So he was the performer getting money shoved in his underwear.
Can I call you out?
Yes.
Now? Because there was one conversation we had that you felt a little bit.
Well, yeah. No, like I just said, like, I'm not 100% thrilled about it. Like, I wasn't 100%, like, it wasn't my favorite thing that he liked. But I told him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't your favorite, but.
Like, I told him, if you love to do it, and I feel like I had no choice but to trust him to do it.
So, take that scenario, except he not being the one up on the stage, he being the one getting the potential lap dances on your guys' wedding night. Not wedding night, but.
Right. Essentially the eve of the wedding.
Right.
Right. I don't know. I don't know. I think that a lot of trust issues that people experience are resulting from something in that relationship, or can result from something in that relationship, right? So to me, if I trust my guy, I trust my guy. If I know he's going to come home to me and not go home with a stripper, then...
Yeah, I think
Can I say stripper? Is that PC? Is that... Yes? I mean, I have no idea. Everyone, please tell us.
I don't think stripper is offensive.
No?
I don't.
I know. I have no idea. I'm just trying to be sensitive.
You're way more, like, up to date with the...
Only not
this stuff.
Not this one. Are they considered sex workers?
Me.
I don't want to offend anyone. Just tell us. Tell me. Somebody please tell me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, tell us, but also understand that we don't mean any offense.
Right. Absolutely.
But yeah, so to bounce off a little bit of what you're saying, I feel the same because I immediately was like, fuck this motherfucker. Like, I'm going to be a little, you want a bachelor party? Okay. I'm going to be the stripper.
Oh.
Right? But then I was like, I feel like if I was in, like, you know, I think about, okay, I'll bring up Matthew again. Hi, Matthew.
Sir Matthew Michael.
Yes. Sir Matthew Michael.
Hello, Matthew.
Like, if I, you know what I mean? Like, our relationship, like, I probably would have bitched at him for going out to the strip club, but, like, at the end of the day, I wouldn't have had that, like, insecurity, or, like, I just would have had that, like, security that, like, okay, yeah, he's gonna go get some titties in his face, but he's coming home to me. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that is a huge deal, that, like, that trust in that
that
security
matters. Because
needs
even
to
if
be
it's
there.
not his, if he goes to if he's the best man, or in the wedding party of somebody whose bachelor party it is, and they, you know, some, I don't know,
Lap dances for everybody.
or like she jumps out of a cake, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know that. I mean, can you really, like, if you're part of a wedding party and someone tells you you can't go to the bachelor party, you're kind of like,
That's
have
like
to.
rude.
Yeah.
But it being like his own, you also, I guess my biggest question is this insecurity or is this trust issues? Do you feel he's going to cheat, or are you insecure in general? And even though, like, in the back of your head, you know he's not going to cheat, you just are an insecure person, and like, don't. I guess that would be like my question, is like, which is.
Yeah, I think I would ask the same thing. I like that you were actually able to separate them, because for a second I was like, but wait, why single them out?
No,
one
either
will play
like,
into the other, but it makes sense.
Either my man's sketchy motherfucker and he's gonna go out and cheat, or I'm just an insecure motherfucker and worried about him constantly cheating, even though he's given me no reason to feel like he's gonna cheat on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess the big question is, are you gonna give the ring back?
Yours?
No, mine's from a 25-cent machine. You can keep it.
I was gonna say, yours isn't turning my finger green, so I'm keeping it.
No. No, but like, are you gonna call it off?
Well, I guess that depends. If she's marrying a sketchy motherfucker who's potentially going to be doing more than getting a lap dance, versus I'm just...
Well, then you have the more like traditional people who aren't, I feel, may exist. I don't know for sure, but
we ain't privy to these.
We ain't privy to normal people who are like, you know, like, you're mine, I'm yours. Like, you don't need to do the stripper thing. Have respect for me, that type of thing. Like, I'm thinking about my mom specifically right now. How she'd be like, no, you get your needs fulfilled, motherfucker. And
like, meaning don't have that bachelor
like
party.
you don't need to do that. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Right.
I don't know. I wish we had more context and more information on it, but I think that we're kind of like in agreement too. Like, be upset or whatever. But first of all, I mean, not first of all, but another thing that you need to think of is like, bachelor parties are usually like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Exactly. And I think that's their concern. Which is why I just kind of am stuck on, like, is there potential for him to do more than just, you know, see some titties and get a lap dance?
Yeah, I don't think
or is this just like, I have insecurities, and the thought of him being around naked, beautiful women is like killing me.
It's killing. Yeah, I think it's a conversation. I don't think it's going outright and saying you can't go, you can't do it. It's having a conversation and understanding. I think it's really important that whether you have an insecurity or if it's the result of some, whoops, I did it. I know, I'm sorry.
I'm going to crucify you.
That's right.
Like you do to me every time.
And I'm going to come back Sunday. Oh, on Easter.
God damn it. That ain't long enough.
Tomorrow's Good Friday. Shit.
I know. I was sorry. I don't even.
I had to tap the microphone. That's all. Yeah.
To have the conversation, you're saying.
Yeah. Just be forthright about it. And it's like, you don't lay down the law because there's no law to lay down. You know, unless like homeboy is like a known cheater in the neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Well, right. That was my...
That's a big one. But don't restrict or impose your own insecurities on your partner. It's not fair. And you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, it never works.
It never works.
Really?
It's resentment.
You can be sneaky about it.
Oh, go on.
You can do the whole like...
Men, listen up.
You know,
straight
like,
from the female's mouth.
Do like that just super like get into like you're super feminine and like before he's going out, like
ladies listen up.
Like
men stop listening. Yes. Shit, I thought you were giving us a way out.
No, like just that. I think the way you approach it and handle it will be your end all. You know what I mean? Whether you're like insecure about it and needy about it, it's gonna be very put off-ish to him versus like
just have a conversation.
Be lovey and like sexy and fun and playful, and then like give him the whole, you know, you better come home a little bit excited for me.
Oh, and then you like tease him and go like, this is what you're not getting if you go and fucking touch some stripper tonight.
No. No.
Oh shit, my inner Biff just came out.
Yes,
oh,
yes,
she's in here. She's in here. Yeah, there's just not enough information to give something like that. But you know what? The advice that I'm going to give to a lot of couples, I think, you know, just this is one of the things that I think about when we get these couple questions. Like, you know, should I? Does he? Whatever. Like, I understand the whole advice column and asking an advice columnist. You know, there's some sort of entertainment value in it. And there's, you know, trying to get information from somebody that's more experienced in giving advice. Right? Makes sense. But I also feel like you're asking the wrong person that question. Because I feel like you need to discuss it with your partner. Keep an open dialogue. You know what I mean? It's not about...
Yeah, but I think they're asking kind of like, is this something like maybe acceptable or normal or okay for me to bring up? Or should I just kind of... I guess I'm in the mindset
that like, I'm of the mind that you're in a relationship. I think like me and you, for example, and I know we're not married, but it's just a matter of time.
Couple years, Biff. Couple years. Size
More
7.
than a couple.
Size 7.
More than a couple. But I'm thinking...
We're almost halfway to 40.
Almost halfway. A couple is 2. Yeah, I can't deal with you right now. I'm trying to give advice.
Size 7.
I'm getting you a 7.5. Just in case.
Just in case it turns my finger green, or just in case I gain weight because I'm comfortable in our relationship.
You said it. I didn't.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
No, I think that when you and I like communicate, and of course not everyone is as perfect as we are. We're wonderful.
They all have podcasts.
But we can have that constructive conversation. You know, like we've always been able to, not always, it took years, but kind of like validate each other, you know, when something was bothering us.
Like, hey, I'm feeling super insecure about you going to this bachelor party.
Yeah, like
flat out.
That was the case, like me and you would kind of like work it out.
I literally would be like, I'm seriously feeling insecure about this. Like, I don't know why. I don't want to feel this way, but I am.
And I'd say, let's talk about it.
Right. Or
Let's
like,
talk
if
about
you
what you're
think
worried
I'm
about.
looking at you think anybody else's titties look better than yours after you gave birth?
A,
Not one of them.
fact. B,
Not one of them.
do you think I'm going to touch any of those?
Stankin' ass pussies. Can I say pussies?
I think you
Sorry,
can.
Dad.
Pops, stay out of the strip club.
No bachelor parties.
Your
Dad.
daughter gets
No
very,
stinking ass.
very upset when she thinks of you at a strip club. Oh my God. Yeah, can we get the response on this one? Because this one's
Yes.
good.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
tussle back and forth on
Yeah.
this one forever.
Okay, so E. Jean says,
What up? No? All right.
so let me just reiterate the question. Do I have to accept that my fiance will attend a bachelor party?
Oh,
E. Jean.
yes.
Yes. Because if you tell him no, he'll just lie and go anyway. But
What
honestly,
happens in Vegas?
I'm sick of women feeling like they have to be okay with this seedy, stupid ritual so as to not appear controlling or uncool. I'd like us all to go totally gangsta, literally gangsta.
With an A.
Yes.
Right.
Stand up
It's offensive. There's
and
an
shout
ER.
at our chaps.
I'm sorry, what?
I'd like us all to go totally gangsta, stand up, and shout at our chaps. You're not going to that damn bachelor party.
Oh.
And that's it.
That's
That's it.
what the L?
What the hell?
What the L?
I mean, so I agree and disagree. I agree that you should definitely be communicative about it, but I agree also that that's probably not the approach to take.
Yeah, I wish we had a lot more. Our advice questions that we read, that we receive are usually a little more comprehensive. And we're still left to kind of like,
right,
map out the rest of it. We have to guess on a lot of it. I don't know.
I mean, so I guess overall consensus is to just fucking talk about it.
Open up a dialogue.
Yep.
Yeah. Where are you guys going? You're going to a strip club? Listen, if you're going to go to a strip club,
express your insecurity.
I need you to know how I feel.
But doing it in a vulnerable way, not in a...
Yeah, be vulnerable. Don't be demanding. Don't be authoritative.
And shout at your chap that you're not going.
You can't say gangsta and chap in the same paragraph. No one says chap anymore. Not since...
I don't even think anyone ever said chap.
Maybe in the 30s.
Maybe in a different country.
Yeah, all of those English-speaking ones.
You bloody chap. You ain't going.
You went. Hello, Chubna.
Hello, Chubna.
Hello. That was fun.
Interesting.
Yeah. Too much guessing for me. I'm going to be very honest with you, because that's all we could go on. Yeah,
there's a lot of different levels or layers or avenues.
I like avenues. What's next?
Okay, next. So the title of this one is My Sister is Way Too Judgmental and Controlling. She needs a drink or two.
Oh.
Dear E. Jean, my sister is a teetotaler?
A tattletale? Can I please see that word?
Yes, you can. Teetotaler?
Teetotal. Now I have to fucking Google, bro. Is that a real word?
My sister is a teetotaler. So I think maybe they're meaning tattletailer. Teetotaler.
I fucking hope that's what they mean.
Okay.
They spelled it wrong.
Way fucking wrong, chap. Maybe Eugene is from like England. And we're just being assholes. Okay.
Teetotaler. That's how it's pronounced. Teetotaler.
Toddler.
A person who never drinks alcohol. That's why
What
we don't know
the
what it
fuck?
fucking means.
So that's a whole real world.
A
Real
teetotaler.
world. A teetotaler.
Teetotaler.
Do they have the enunciation thing? Can you press play?
Teetotaler.
Teetotaler. I don't know if they heard that, but that was fucking loud AF.
Someone's expecting that.
Teetotaler.
Okay, so teetotaler is an anti-drinker.
Not an anti, just someone who's never had a drink.
Oh, just never has had one.
Now you're making me doubt myself. Hold on.
Sorry.
Let's go in there.
Insecure relationships.
Yeah, who never drinks.
Okay.
A non-drinker. An abstainer. A wowser.
So my sister is a wowser.
A Rechabite.
Which would be fine if she didn't regularly, I hate that word, lecture those of us who drink about what? Oh, my sister is a not drinker, which would be fine if she didn't regularly lecture those of us who drink about how we are poisoning ourselves, quote unquote, heading to an early demise, etc. It's especially frustrating because none of us drink more than 2 glasses of wine or beer at a family shindig.
I'm so sorry. That's what I drink when I'm by myself. At a family shindig,
Oh,
I am
God.
lit.
Liddy.
Keep
We
going.
have 2 glasses of wine before we leave to the family shindig.
We have 2 glasses of wine before we record this podcast.
Very true.
This time we opted for a shot because it's fucking Thursday and I have to work tomorrow.
Thirsty.
All right, keep going.
It's especially frustrating because none of us drink more than 2 glasses of wine or beer at a family shindig, and I rarely drink at all. We certainly don't comment on her life choices. For instance, she worships her nutritionist and eats nothing that comes in a can. And aside from one distant aunt, there is no alcoholism in our family. My brother once had a beer at lunch, one, and he is 6'6", and she refused to get in the car with him on his way home. At the last gathering, when my husband, cousins, and I each had a glass of wine, my sister read us the riot act. My husband pointed out that he has a family history of heart disease and that studies indicate that wine decreases the risk of this illness.
Shut up.
She
I love her
stormed away
husband.
and followed up a few days later by sending me an article about wine's effects on memory with a note that said, "Food for thought, protect your brain." Her vocal opposition to wine and beer is adding a lot of stress.
So fucking
Is
good.
adding a lot of stress to visits and holidays, and it's making me not want to spend time with her. Please help. I've been avoiding her calls, and we haven't spoken since her latest email, except for my email back to her, in which I provided a long list of articles about the positive effects of alcohol.
I like her.
Popping my cork. Signed, popping my cork.
Popping my cork. So I'm sorry, I'm going back to the last one, but based off of this one, toe toddler. The other word is pussyfoot, and yes, you can say pussyfoot.
Oh, but just pussy.
Sorry, that's just a synonym.
A pussyfooter?
A footer. I don't know, whatever. That didn't land well. You know me. I'm a shut the fuck up person.
You're chugging your wine while I was reading the question.
I would literally tip the whole, like, if her sister, if we were at this whatever gathering and I'm sitting there with her sister, I'm going to fucking put my mouth around that whole glass. I don't care how wide it is. I'm just going to tip it backwards and I'm going to be done with it.
The glass, the bottle.
The bottle.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to be done with it.
Right.
Just because she said no.
Right. Just because she
that's what I do.
An opinion.
And relationships too. So.
Which is why he's still single.
Yes. And it's fine. I've come to terms with my singlehood. But
size 7.
yes. I'm sorry, what was the actual question?
And it's making me not want to spend time with her. Please help. I've been avoiding her calls and we haven't spoken since her latest email.
Tell your sister to shut the fuck up. And actually, the first thing I got from this was a jealousy thing. Like, she needs to hold this bar she's been holding for so long. Like, you can't drink, you shouldn't drink, whatever. And it feels like it's progressed to, like, I really want to try a drink, but I need to, like,
but now I can't
stand my ground. Yeah. I don't want to be a hypocrite.
That's a good perspective.
Yeah. I don't know why I got that, but that was one of the first things I came across. And I was like, just fucking lick a champagne bottle.
Just fucking drink it, bitch. I like that. My brain didn't go there, but I totally can take.
You can see how that.
Yeah.
The other facet
I did have a similar, like, some sort of, like, just usually when it's like a
FOMO situation.
Bizarre, yeah, like when it's like a bizarre, like, you know what I mean? She even said that, like, my family, we don't fucking drink. Like, we literally have like 2 beers.
Yeah.
You know, like, so when it's something like that, like, there's way more going on than just the drinking.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I liked that you mentioned, like, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe she's like ran such amok that now she's like, fuck.
She worships her nutritionist, so that lends to, like, you know, a healthy lifestyle, which, I mean, I worship my coach, but, you know, I'm here having a drink.
I will worship your coach.
You will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Hashtag
yes,
sign me up.
Sign her
for that
up.
Fucking diet plan that I'm not going to follow.
What? I'm just, shit. Let's plug,
yes, let's plug
Lucas Duncan.
Yes.
So he can plug my best friend.
Yes, please.
Sorry, pups.
I'll do whatever diet plan you want me to do.
I won't say a word. Because Pop listens.
Hopefully not to this one. God damn it.
Hopefully not to this one.
I said the P word. He gets mad when I say fuck.
Let
alone
anything. But he insists on listening. Like you don't say it.
I know, right?
Yeah, no. Your sister's jealous. And you need to tell your sister to just back off and have that conversation with her.
Yeah, so like she's kind of stuck on her ego.
Yeah. That's actually a perfect way to put it. Yes.
It is. That is good. I think I went to similar, but more like less like, fuck, I've made such a huge issue about this. And like, now I'm sitting here, I want that fucking glass of wine, but like, I'm not going to do it. I went to like, this time, you might have to assist me through this one.
Sure, I see that.
So when like somebody goes, sober from drugs or alcohol, sometimes it turns into like their, am I allowed to say new drug is like religion or
born again.
That type of thing where it's like
they find a higher power, whatever that might look like.
Right. So it's like now I'm past my addiction to like drugs or alcohol, which is amazing. Great. This is not like a knock at anybody.
Yeah, no.
Like
all the power to you.
But it kind of translates to sometimes, not always, but sometimes just kind of one addiction for the other type of thing is what I'm.
Right. You're replacing it.
Right.
You're making,
Where, sometimes it's like religion or it's just whatever. You know what I mean? Right. So then it's like, maybe there was something else. And like now, they're saying that she's obsessed with their nutritionist. So now it's like, that's my obsession. And like alcohol is terrible, horrible. And like, not to say that like the sister was an addict or like, but just that type of like, just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like just obsession kind of like.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're kind of on that same page for that. Yeah. She's got to stick to her guns on it. And
Yeah, but mine was less of like
Yours is less about,
like the ego.
you know,
like
an
now I
ego,
have to prove
right?
a point where it's more as like this is my new religion.
My core belief,
and
and
like,
everyone needs to know
yes,
this, and everyone needs
yes,
to follow it. It's kind of
absolutely.
like, you know, Jesus pushing.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Right. Well,
you know
that's why
how
I said
much
this
I
is
love
my new
it
religion.
when people on Facebook are like this if you love Jesus. I'm like, dude, Jesus doesn't give a fuck if you're on Facebook.
Or like,
he only cares about how many friends you have.
Or like, take this pamphlet about how to not be gay anymore.
Right. No,
No,
I
I'm just
can't.
kidding.
I can't
Just
with her.
kidding.
Although I thought I saw her today. I was really shocked. That's funny. Yeah. What's the response?
Okay. Eugene says, popping my parsnip.
I'm sorry. Come again? Or don't.
They signed off popping my cork. Popping my parsnip. Every proud family has a splendid member who is constantly requiring something to be done about him or her. You have a choice. You can either send her a note subtly attached to a BPA packed can of corn telling her that everyone is extremely fond of her, but that if she continues acting like a dingbat, shouting, "Poison, poison," at family parties, love her as much as you all do, you will cease inviting her. I don't even think I understood that answer.
Was that the end of it?
Yep.
I thought there was more than one option.
Oh yeah, because she said either. You can either send her a note subtly attached to a BPA packed can of what's a BPA? A BPA. Oh, because she doesn't even eat canned goods. So you can either send her a note subtly attached to a BPA packed can of corn telling her that everyone is extremely fond of her, but that if she continues acting like a dingbat, shouting "poison, poison" at family parties, love her as much as you all do, you will cease inviting her. So
there's no alternative.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Or
you can either.
You can
I mean,
listen to us at your own risk. We are not professional psychologists.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you to send corn to anyone.
Yeah, no. We totally want you to send like spam. Yeah. Yeah. Right?
Kinkles.
Yeah, I don't love this response. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you can either send her this.
You can do this.
And tell her that she's not invited.
Period.
Or nothing else.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, no.
I mean, how would you handle it, Biff? No, you already told us how you would handle it. How would I handle it, Biff?
Yeah, how would you handle it, Biff?
I'd ignore it. I would just keep having my 2 glasses of wine and just... until it, like, caused... Like, if it was something that, like my birthday and I'm having 3 glasses of wine this day and, like, there's a stink made. Like, unless it became something that, driving. Like, personal...
Well, it feels like that's where the sister's going. It doesn't...
Yeah, like when she said her 6'6" brother had literally a single beer at lunch and like she wouldn't ride in the car with him to go home. Like that's just okay. Don't.
That's a lot. But
call a cab. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know.
Send her.
I'm so
BPA
confused because I'm still waiting for the other half of that response.
You can either send her this can. I don't know. That's.
I've sent her an empty can and say, when you die, I'm putting your ashes in here. I mean,
send her an empty beer can.
And say, please sit on this, sis.
Still alive.
Still
here.
Yeah.
That was I don't know.
That's
I
great.
still liked the, haven't spoken to her since the latest email, except for my response back to her, in which I provided a long list of articles about the positive effects of alcohol.
I think I'm just, what year is this from?
I believe 2019.
Just the fact that people still communicate via email like that.
Yeah, you can either
I mean, I don't think it's a
email.
bad thing.
Or that's it.
I just don't send emails like that unless I'm at work.
Asian.
Yeah. I think we like the second option.
Yes.
Yes. We're in agreement. What do you guys think?
Send her the empty beer can, not the empty corn.
Right. F
Okay.
the corn.
Yeah.
What's next?
We have... Sorry, my phone's being weird. Am I too competitive with my friends?
Yes. If you have to ask that,
I feel like the designer clothes fixation we have is putting a strain on our friendship.
Oh, fuck off.
Dear E. Jean.
Fuck off.
Jean,
This would be on Elle.
I'm not the richest or most glamorous girl on the block. I'm not able to buy whatever I please on a whim, such as the Jimmy Choo bag I've been saving for. But I dress stylishly and receive lots of compliments. My best friend, whom I adore, means well, but she can drive me insane when she thrusts in my face the latest Gucci wallet she just bought.
I'm sorry, the latest Gucci. She's thrusting
Gucci her
wallet.
latest Gucci wallet she just bought.
Her meat wallet.
Ew, that was a terrible picture in my head. I was literally thinking of like a wad of roast
don't
beef
say wad. It's over. We're done.
A wad of roast beef with a
like a binder clip
thing.
or...
Like no, like the little button that you. That's what just came in my head. It causes me to feel inferior and to envy what she has. Not only that, I start to feel really competitive, and this puts a strain on our friendship. What can I do to fix this without going on a shopping spree that will put me in debt? Signed, Trying to Chill. Go to therapy, bitch.
Yes. Yes. I was like, bitch, you're going to answer first because I feel like we're going to be on this separate page. No. You're
Why
not.
are you feeling inferior because
there's no circumstance.
Your friend's Gucci bag is being thrusted in your face. If anything, you should feel less inferior because why do you need to thrust your Gucci bag in someone's face?
I think you should just be proud of your own meat wallet.
Yeah, maybe
just
yours
flaunt it
looks
if you've got
way
it.
better.
You just gotta flaunt it if you've got it. Yeah, and maybe yours fits more.
Or less.
The smaller, the better, I suppose.
Right.
But, I don't know where you've been. Honestly, this is your insecurity and something for you to deal with. What I'm saying is someone's like thrusting in your face, like, look, I got this Gucci bag.
Yeah, so, no, well, good point, because is this like oh my God, like, what was it, 2 weeks or the other day I just showed you my Coach bag in the wallet and I was like, well, that was kind of a different scenario. It was
a different scenario because I didn't feel like I needed to get one.
But I mean, it could have been like, oh my God, look at this Coach bag I just got, which is like, I'm not thrusting my cooch in your face. You know
Sorry, Pops.
So there's like a difference of like,
or you're welcome, Pops.
I'm just, look at this new bag I got versus like, look at this latest Gucci I got. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big difference. So if you're feeling insecure while your friend's just like, oh my God, look at this Gucci
Let people be excited about the things that they're excited about. I don't care if it's
however,
popped a pimple.
Is the friend one of those friends that is insecure herself and needs to like, look, I have a Gucci bag.
Do you like me now?
Like, I'm expensive and up there.
Maybe, but I feel like that's something that you could get. Like, you could kind of perceive or feel from the other person, and that question would reflect that. What this question is telling me is,
Well,
like, you're so sick
well,
of...
I made it, that made me curious because it said, like, I feel inferior. So is the friend saying, like, oh, look, I just got the latest coochie? Or is the friend like, oh my God, look at this bag I just got. I'm so excited. And you know what I mean? Like, are you feeling insecure when your friend's just genuinely being like, oh my God, look at my new bag?
Right.
Or is your friend one of those people that, like, see validity in, like, I got the latest bag?
Right, like, this is it.
Like,
if you want in, this is the one.
Like, I have this bag, so, you know what I mean? Because there's a big difference.
Well, at any
if
rate...
you're feeling insecure...
At any rate, you...
Yeah, but if your friend's shoving it in your face,
Yeah.
and, like, that's kind of a little bit different than, like...
No, I agree. It's totally different. I'm just thinking, like, you can't afford it. It's too much, or there's a lot going on. Stop feeling like you need to fit in. That's it. Stop feeling like you need to fit in. If you feel like you have to work to fit in with a crew or with a person or with whatever, they're not your people.
Well, that's why I was curious about, like, are you the shitty friend?
Yeah. It's
you
possible.
Know what I mean? Like,
it's possible. Are you just jealous of your friends' like successes? Right. Or
is your friend
you just in the wrong crew?
douche?
Yeah.
And like, look, I have the latest bag, do you? Yeah.
But yeah, that didn't feel that way to me. Didn't feel like, oh, look at my cooch.
Look at my snap cooch.
My snap. Yeah, it was so fucking
my snap wallet.
Magnetic.
Gucci is way more expensive than magnetic.
I know.
I wouldn't know. I don't have Gucci.
Gooch.
I don't got Gooch.
Answer? Yeah, but what else are we gonna do with this one? The only thing I get from this that I can validate based on the information that we got is you're very insecure about your own financial or economic standing, and you are a little bit jealous.
Yeah, somewhere in there you have tied your kind of self-worth or like identity in with like...
That's perfect. Yes.
Which is why
or how you validate it is based off of them.
Right.
Right.
Which is why for me that I think the bigger question that I would love to know is like, is your friend very like, you need to have these top things to be in, or is she just genuinely like, oh my God, like look what I got, and you're like feeling the insecurity from that. Right. I think it makes a pretty big difference.
Yeah. Agreed.
So Eugene said, I wish I didn't just look at your face.
Oh my God.
Why you just shoved your pinky in your
I had to
brain.
Right into my ear because you and I have shared this head cold recently, and ever since, the one that you're still suffering from.
That I got so lovely from you.
I got it from you. It was around the same time. We got it at the same time.
No.
I didn't notice mine till Monday.
I got mine Monday.
So I just, the ear popping and stuff, that you're experiencing, mine just kept doing it the whole time. And so now it's like, they're so itchy. No, it's not. It's still itchy. I really want to shove. I just really want you to fist my ear canal.
You just shoved your whole pinky in there.
I know. It doesn't go that deep. It's not deep enough.
Coach bag in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's a horse-drawn carriage on there. If they could just
with
go
rainbow
over.
Fruit.
That's right, with rainbow fruit. They just go over my eardrum back and forth.
With the matching wallet.
Oh, yes.
The matching meat wallet.
I love the wallet. I love the wallet.
I love the fucking wallet.
Yes.
Okay, so Eugene says, chill, my charmer.
I was swallowing. Chill, my charmer.
You're always swallowing.
You're a fucking slut.
But you're the one always swallowing.
Right.
So is this an insecurity that you're letting out on me? Or am I being the douchey friend?
Stop pushing your one-man agenda on me.
One man. I don't even have one. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, please. I once rolled with the hottest, Hautest,
Hottest. Hottest. It's pronounced hottest.
hottest of the Haut mound. I don't know what that fucking is.
Pardon.
The Ennis, Montana Ladies Side Saddle Club.
What? What the fuck
Saddle.
words?
I don't know. I think this is from a different country. And honey,
This is from Elle.
you haven't lived. I hope it is. And honey, you haven't lived till you've been cut dead by a pig farmer's wife dressed like Queen Elizabeth.
What in the fucking... Where... You know what? Fuck this. You... Yeah.
Astride
We've been
an old
ill-advised.
barrel horse. Did I feel inferior because I possessed not one item of a riding habit?
Okay, now I get it.
Yes. Did I feel competitive because I actually had no idea how to ride side saddle? Yes. Did I feel strained because my apple pie sucked at the side saddle club tea and I did not provide the ladies with amusing little napkins that I embroidered myself? Yes, yes, yes. And then one day, I arrived at the ring and blew them all off the landscape. How? I washed my horse's mane and tail in Farrah Fawcett shampoo.
So it was feathered.
Here's what happened. The mare looked better, no exaggeration, than the official Montana entry in the Miss America pageant. The effect? The adrenaline levels of the ladies of the Ennis Side Saddle Club were pushed so high, every one of them competed more brilliantly in the exhibition.
I thought regularly was your worst word.
Apparently the is
illently.
my thing. Friends are supposed to feel competitive. Friends are supposed to feel competitive, Miss Chill. It spurs you to a greater achievement. Oh God.
Ooh.
I can't be friends with
No.
Eugene. But for future generations, period. Okay. It's how the human race advances. It makes a better world. If you don't hashtag quote die a little unquote, as Gore Vidal says, Vidal. Every time a friend succeeds, then you're dead already. Acknowledge to your friend that the Gucci wallet drives you insane. Wish her many more wallets stuffed with everything she desires, like roast beef. And then, with a chuckle, leave her in your dust. Good luck.
I don't know.
I'm fucking lost at fucking...
Pardon?
Yeah.
Oui.
We don't come across many columnists that we
want to question their English. This one, I don't totally agree with it. Why? Don't call out your friend for your insecurity. I don't have enough information to think that it's not an insecurity.
See, I guess I have no idea what the fuck they said. So I'm not really sure.
So the side saddle argument, it was the same idea, like, you know,
she felt inferior and this and that. Right. And then she used a name brand shampoo and now they're all like, oh my God, she is cool because she used Farrah Fawcett shampoo.
Feathered, yep, her horse's hair. Now it looks like the back of a chicken's ass.
But that doesn't fit with the question because she said, like, how do I do this without going broke? So she was saying, like, here's how I did it. However, tell your friend.
For me, you know what? You don't. You do what you can with what you have.
If you don't die a little every time a friend succeeds, then you're already dead.
Okay, so I understand friendly competition. That's what that's alluding to.
Acknowledge to your friend that the Gucci wallet drives you insane. Wish her many more wallets stuffed with everything she desires. And then with a chuckle, leave her in your dust.
Passive aggressive.
Go broke buying the newest and latest Gucci wallet.
Well, that's not what I got
your
from
friend. leave her in your dust.
Yeah.
Use the Farrah Fawcett shampoo.
So I think that's referencing like the high road. So rather than being like, I fucking hate you, you have the bag that I want, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're driving me nuts.
Road.
Yeah.
Not like,
that's
an amazing wallet.
Right. I'm going to go get a better one.
Yesterday's wallet.
Yeah. It's a high road thing.
It's more like, oh my God, that's super amazing. I hope you get tomorrow's wallet. And then like go about your business.
Yep.
Fair.
And like you hit the high road, you're not competing with her. I don't hate that. Actually,
I don't hate that either.
I like that.
I wasn't seeing it as the high road. I was seeing it as like buy
like direct competition.
tomorrow's. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
don't go broke for that shit. Fuck that. And they're not really status symbols. Not anymore. Maybe a while ago, but not anymore.
Not anymore. Everybody just assumes it's a knockoff.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Unless we know for sure you have money.
Oh, you have the certificate sewed into the inside of the fucking bag? Yeah. Oh, they do that too at flea markets.
They really do.
They show you which one you want.
You have to YouTube how to identify if this is authentic or not. You think the fucking woman at Dunkin's behind you can tell? No.
Oh my God.
She don't fucking know. She's just assuming that yours is also a knockoff like hers. Right. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, take the high road.
This has been a very hilarious compilation of questions. because
it wasn't the questions, it was the answers.
Yeah, the answers.
It was Eugene. That was like, I didn't understand. I think a majority of her.
Yeah, that was a very interesting. Like, I think every advice columnist tries to
have their own spin.
Yeah, and they try to relate, but this one like went above and beyond the call, and you're kind of questioning like,
what?
Pardon.
Yeah.
Is this anglais? Or is this like...
Did you have 2 glasses of wine while you were responding?
Was it a half bottle and a shot? So that, yeah.
Wish her many more wallets stuffed with everything she desires, and then with a chuckle, leave her in your dust. See, I feel like that like should have been the only response. Like, I don't know this whole side saddle story.
I agree with you.
It didn't have anything to do with this.
It doesn't.
Because the side saddle story was like
her.
Yeah, but it was like she wasn't leaving them in the dust. She fucking joined their club.
But she took the high road. She didn't take
the high road. She went and bought Farrah Fawcett shampoo for her horse.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That's why I was confused.
That's like that high school dynamic where like everyone popular in high school is like great and everyone likes them. But then down the road, they're the ones like living in like squalor with nothing, 500 kids. And you're like, oh, I make $75 million a year.
And I still have no children.
And my maybe I have one, but I'm happy. Yeah. Right. It's very interesting.
Yeah, Eugene is. I'd like to do more of their later down the line, just to have these responses are more interesting than the questions.
I think so. Yeah,
so I think later down the line, I would like to come back to this just to see how things have progressed, I guess.
Totally agree. We're coming up on time. Biff, did you finally have therapy this week? No? Oh.
So I forgot that I had it. And then I think I was in the shower when my therapist called. And then just...
Did you reach out to her afterwards?
Not yet.
Biff.
But I'm going to.
Time is money.
I know I did feel bad, but it was 3 weeks.
Yeah, but it's so important for you to keep doing it.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Just like,
I'm just reminding
3
you
weeks
of what you told me. That is all. Yep. And how important this is to you and how you felt like it doesn't, like, you don't want to do this. You don't need to do this.
Yeah, but I told you I was feeling spunky.
Yes.
This one wasn't intentional, though.
Right, that's true.
This one was, it's
you
3
really
weeks.
needed one of those herbal essences
like,
moments.
Yeah, I didn't fucking know what day it was. And then all of a sudden, I'm in the shower and my phone's ringing and I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm not going to answer my call right now. Hey, Luce.
Can you hold on?
Don't mind me here.
I'm trying to wipe off my charcuterie board.
With my see-through shower curtain.
No shit.
So I can watch what my child's doing while I'm in the shower. You had therapy?
No, I have therapy. Did I have therapy? No, not this week. I had therapy last week. Oh, but we didn't.
We didn't
No.
discuss
I'm in an interesting situation, and that's what I discussed the whole time. And, you know.
Anything you care to share? You have yet to tell our listeners.
Actually, I thought, but when I listened to the episode.
Well, you mentioned that
Yeah.
your relationship was over, but
Yeah.
you didn't. That was all you.
No, I actually gave the specifics about how I went back after I terminated my relationship.
Oh, and then regretted it.
Right.
But you haven't much given more than that.
I don't know how much more there is to give. I'm good right now.
Yeah.
Like.
Because your balls are getting
peeled. No, I'm good right now, as in, like,
accepted it, come to terms.
Yeah, I'm like,
that type of.
I forgave me.
Fair.
Me. I fucked up. I forgave me. You know?
That's
and
all you can do.
Now all I'm doing is moving on with my life.
You should.
You know? I can't wait for somebody else to forgive me. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Especially if
it ain't
you're
your
not
business.
Talking. Right.
It ain't
Actually,
your business.
You're
if
so
they
right. It's
forgive
not.
you or not.
Yeah. You know, I had to, like, now it's time to do me, and that's what I'm doing.
I love to hear it.
I'm doing me.
It's definitely
Just me.
An adjustment period, but ultimately I absolutely love what you just said.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm enjoying my life, and I'm working very hard to stay out of my head, as you know. I'm very bad at that. Yes.
That's me clapping, not BiFFs newly
my
renovated
newly waxed balls.
Renovated.
Renovated. Rejuvenated. Oh, my renovated balls.
Renovated.
Yes. Please listen to episode 11. At least the first 15 minutes. You got anything happy to share with us?
I have 1 week left of statistics.
Statistics?
Yes.
What's those dicks?
What's those statistics?
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of a shift in my personal life situation that I think I'm doing well through. I mean, it's been.
I think you are too, actually.
It's been a week, but
but the fact that you were able to kind
I'm
of
like
reach
on
out
top of it.
to kind of, yeah.
I'm like, this is what I'm feeling.
I know that what I'm feeling isn't what I'm
this
feeling,
is what I think I'm
unquote.
feeling, but this is the actuality, and I'm recognizing, you know, the very big difference where, like, if I didn't think about it, this is what I would think I'm feeling. But since I'm aware that I know that this is what I'm really feeling, just fucking open the can, Biff.
No, I'm cleaning the top of it.
You have been
Does it
for a
look
long
like I'm
time.
playing with myself?
It looks, the face you're making and the hand movement.
I know.
Atta girl. That meat wallet.
It is. I'm holding the can down by my crotch. I have problems.
Don't we all?
No, I think it's good. And I really think it's big of you to have kind of, like, you just came out and said what you were feeling. You didn't beat around the bush while you were going through it.
Right.
You just like came out, and
Right. This is how I
we're
feel.
we're able to counsel each other without having to worry about offending the other, and that's just magic, I think. And therapists in general need to cultivate that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
That's just
where I can tell you something like completely absurd or weird, and you're just gonna be like,
let's help you rationalize that BS away.
Yeah. Like, what are you thinking or feeling about it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. Yeah. So that's how you feel. Okay. What's next?
What's next?
Yeah.
That's $1 million
And I
question.
think that's kind of how you and I just kind of sifted through what I recently have been going through, where like I said, like, oh my God, this is how I feel. However, I know that this is what it feels like, but I know that this is what it really is, and then it was
that
like,
was important. That was huge.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
And I think you've always been able to do that on some level, but that you were able to communicate it is big.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think I always liked or like wanted to like think or like, oh my God, I just feel this. And then like, that's what it was versus like, oh my God, I feel this, but it's not really this. It's actually this, but it just feels like this. So that way that I didn't like, I don't want to say backtrack, but like fall back into
repeating
like,
patterns.
Yeah. It's a little bit easier to like, okay, yes, it feels like this, but it's not. It's really this. So let's stay the course.
Right. But it's so hard to break away from quote unquote routine or your default.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so, fuck this life o'clock.
Amen.
That's all I got.
Eugene would tell me some fucking weird shit.
Yeah, like, please take your horse-drawn princess and fit her with a diamond-encrusted hoof.
Your chap.
Your ass chaps. Your assless chaps, sorry.
Assless chaps.
Oh my God.
And tell your matey.
That really Googles my Grundle.
Googles?
It's all I got. That's all I got.
I'll take it.
That really pricks my peen. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Find us on Facebook, Ill Advised the Podcast, or on Instagram, Ill Advised Podcast. I'm no longer making false promises to you guys.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there. And in the meantime,
just like you'll get there when you get there.
That's right. In the meantime, you can follow the hashtag You've Been Ill Advised, or send us an email at you'vebeenill-advised@gmail.com. Please. We're getting desperate.
No, we're not.
We're not, totally not.
We absolutely would love to hear from you, but we're not getting desperate. Obviously, we're not getting desperate, or we're still here. Fixed our.
Oh yeah, I totally would have cared about it.
A long time ago.
I totally would have cared about it.
But we do genuinely, not even like to like post it or to talk about it. Like, we just genuinely want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on these things.
Or if you just want to know, like, what we think of your situation.
Yeah. Did you understand what Eugene was saying or no?
Because we're totally still
wondering. Still fucking...
Yeah.
No clue. Shout outs to Eugene.
Those were good questions, though. I liked them.
Yeah.
I almost liked that they didn't have enough information in them. Because we were able to kind of like...
pretty... Yeah. Sure. We'll go with it.
Yes. All right, guys. You ready, Biff?
We've enjoyed. Thank you so much. Have an amazing week.
Thank you so much, and thank you for listening.
See you next time.
Next time.
You've been ill-advised.